Here's an example of finding the difference quotient of a function, in this case a quadratic function. So the difference quotient formula is f of x plus h minus f of x all divided by h. So the only one thing that we do not know in this formula, because we do have f of x, it's right over here, 2x squared minus 5x plus 2, h is just going to be h, it's just some random number, any size. So the only piece we don't know is this f of x plus h. So a little side work for the f of x plus h. And I'm going to set up an entire skeleton form function to deal with it. Many people have their mistakes right at this x plus h part. When you're finding f of x plus h, you're literally plugging in x plus h into all these empty spaces that were created by the x's. Don't worry that you're actually plugging in another x, you're increasing its value by this h, so this becomes a whole new term. Alright, and then we just have to simplify this expression. X plus h all squared, and you have to get used to this eventually, is x squared plus 2hx plus h squared, after you FOIL it all out. And then I usually just leave the rest of it alone and distribute all at once. Alright, so distributing, we're going to get an ugly expression, 2x squared plus 4hx plus 2h squared minus 5x. Oops. Minus 5h plus 2. Alright, and then this whole expression has to go in place of this f of x plus h. It takes over that whole slot. We're also going to substitute into f of x. Now notice what I'm doing here. I'm setting up parentheses so I have some place to put these into. So when I start plugging this mess in, we're going to have this huge set of parentheses minus a smaller set of parentheses. The original function is not that long, and the whole thing is divided by h. Alright, what goes inside this huge parentheses is this f of x plus h, which is all of this stuff over here. And what goes in the other set of the parentheses is just the original function. So we're going to plug in here the 2x squared, the minus 5x, and the plus 2. And what's interesting to note is, remember this negative sign is distributing and changing all the signs over here. So this is really a negative 2x squared, and over here we have a positive 2x squared. So those are going to cancel. This negative is going to go over here, and that'll be a positive 5x, but over here we have a minus 5x. So those two are going to zero out. Here we have a positive 2 and a negative 2. So these things are also going to zero out. So the only thing that's left is this 4hx, the plus 2h squared, and the minus 5h. And yet we're all still divided by h. But at this point, everybody has a factor of h, so I can lose one h in each one of the terms, including the bottom. So that leaves me with 4x plus 2h minus 5. And this becomes the answer to the difference quotient of this function f of x.